things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. And the Badgers will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Ohio State's offense comes onto the field first today. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside. It's interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Keeps looking downfield. At the 45 on his way. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And he just got the on-Wisconsin call and went on into the back.
Backfield, really good job getting upfield, playing aggressive, playing like they're...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Got the quick completion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Toure. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stevens. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Give to the back. Plows through the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. This quarterback part of their running game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Badgers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal blocking.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Badgers have this offense rolling. Grabbed in the middle. It's Toure. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Badgers will snap it on first and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Finds his back in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And here comes the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Slips through the line. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Catch in the middle. It's Toure. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they have always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this guy has some of those traits too.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the 3rd possession is the charm. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Got it in the middle, it's Rodgers. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Under fire. Lets it fly. Connection to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Wide open downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to take off. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. The Badgers will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Makes a move. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The sure hands, it's Miller. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Hauls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He makes the grab. Touchdown, Ohio State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Badgers headed quickly to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Wants to throw, it's St. Clair. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 1st First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison.
And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wide receiver going in motion. Boom. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Under fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pocket breaking down. Got rid of it just in time. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Badgers send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking for room. It's Rodgers.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense that you're just...
Makes the grab on the big throw. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd down coming up. Grabbed over the middle. It's Toure. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Badgers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to smack it to the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. The give on the option. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Rodgers. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it, breaks into the open. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Buckeyes are rolling down the field. He wants it all. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Right on target this time. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a backline...
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
28, Wisconsin, 3.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The inside handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's the heat. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. To pass. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision with a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. DB's right up on the receivers. Here comes the heat. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Makes the grab. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Trying to pound it in. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Smith dropping to pass. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Oh, they're after him. Zings it complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Badgers with the 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Toure.
And that is a different collision. When you're trying to hit the tight end after he catches the football, this ain't a 185-pound wide receiver. Most of these guys, 240, 250, 260, try to go low, take out those ankles. And you see a lot of times that's when they hurdle or they're used to it too. But those big, strong athletes are hard to get to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there, and they can't make the connection.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw at St. Clair. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Motion from the wide receiver. He leaves it with the back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. Looking left. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They just keep firing. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There he goes. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. Didn't take them long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the quarterback takes a knee. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3.